This is the Ford Transit. It's an empty van as far as this is concerned. How good is it for a motorhome? Now, I've been doing a motorhome rebuild of my own van, and to be quite honest, I may as well have just started with something like this and then built it up. Indeed, that is something we're talking of doing. Whether or not we'll do it in a Ford or others, currently I really would like to do it on a Mercedes, because the popularity of the Mercedes, people will say like Mercedes engine. The problem is with Mercedes is that it's the shape of the walls are really too much of an incline. See, that one's sort of more like a box. Indeed, if you want to really just look like a box, go for the PSA Boxer. As I said in an interview with German television yesterday, it's called Boxer because it looks like a box. Okay, so if you've got something like this and you wanted to do it up yourself, what would it look like? Right, so this vehicle is roughly 6 meters in length. Stand up here, and have you got any ideas what you'd do? So obviously the first thing you'd want to do is to put a bit of insulation in there. You might want to make a window down there, maybe not, so you can make a window in there. A great place for a window is up there. Put some skylights in. Now it's a couple of companies I'm going to mention now. One is called Polyplastic from Holland, and they do these fantastic large windows. You can see them in various vehicles such as the Niesmann Bischoff Mauve, but you can see other films I've done showing these windows. You might want to put in some a skylight or two. For example, there's a company called MPK, and that's where my skylights came from. And so, but there's other skylight manufacturers. It's not just those two. I mean, there's many others. I use that as an example to get this going. Now we've got down there as well these sort of inlets. Now what would you do? I think I would probably put some the insulation down there. But there's also a good bit of area there to get your wiring in. For example, you could get your the water supply. Where would you put your bed? Would you have it above the vehicle? Now look at all this standing space. For example, now I put my arm up and I'm now just touching the roof. So that's a great amount of standing space. And with that type of standing space, let's come down here and see what else we could do, because we've got a difference in the floor. You see the floor there, and you've got this ground. What I would do here, you might want to do something else, goes, but I'd put in a double floor down there. So that would give a little bit of insulation. It won't be this double floor you see, for example, in Hymer or Carthago or something like that, but it would be a double floor. It'd keep me a little bit warmer, and it's a bit of air trapped in there. Good thing, I would say. Now, with the vehicle arches, often people sort of get a bit stuck, but there's things you can sort of do with them. One idea that we had is to actually the water tank. Now you'd have to obviously drill a hole for the water tank, but I mean it's not that difficult. We did it when we covered my van because we changed the position of it. So the water tank, you can actually they can be moulded, and what we might do if we sort of make any more vans, we'll mould it ourselves, and then you sort of mould around one of the arches. That sort of keeps the arch in use, and you'd have then the other side would be straight. Now, if you're doing it yourself, you can have 2 seats, you can have 8 seats, you can have whatever you want, really, can't you? I mean, if you want to have half of it being a fridge, people complain me not liking big fridges. Well, you can have half of it being a fridge, no problems on that front. You can have your fridge down here, couldn't you? Really, sort of all that could be your fridge down there if you wanted. So yeah, you've got all these possibilities. The trouble is, it isn't quite all that easy if you do something yourself. And I've got to give you another warning as well. Unless you really know what you're doing, it's going to end up costing more than if you actually bought one. At least certainly a used one. But the idea of being able to build your own van and have it to your own specifications, that is something which is rather attractive. Okay, so I'm now at Caravan Salon, and I hope this music in the background doesn't mean that the video will be taken down by somebody claiming copyright. In fact, the music is just a bother for me, so I'm putting this in now so I can actually point this out should YouTube put any restriction on it, because I have these automatic things of stopping people pinching other people's music. Okay then, so if you've got any ideas though, you can actually make. I wonder how realistic they may be. One of the problems I think is, you think, okay, we'll cut the window out, but what if we made a mistake in cutting the window out? Aha, there is that problem. What I really like about this van is the height, because that really takes so much to open. For example, the moment, let's say it there, right? You've got this much. You could have your bed at sort of at this height, something like that. It's about 1.60 m, something like that. You get a huge amount of space down there for your bikes. I mean, you might have bikes. I just maybe I assume sometimes everybody has a bike. And I think it's got such a small footprint, this van. I'm getting quite passionate and excited about these things, because I really, I'm really not much good at design. I'm no good at doing anything with my hands. But I do know people who know both. I'm really passionate about motorhomes and campervans and camping in general. So maybe this is the sort of thing I ought to do. Let me know what you think.